Importing office desk plants and succulents. Welcome back to our channel. In today's episode, we will be discussing the process of importing office desk plants and succulents into the USA.
Whether you're an individual looking to bring in some greenery to your workspace, or a business owner wanting to integrate plants into your office decor, understanding the customs brokerage and regulations is crucial.
So, let's dive right in. Understanding customs brokerage. When it comes to importing goods into the United States, one key element to consider is customs brokerage. Customs brokers play a vital role in managing the complex paperwork and regulations involved in international trade.
They act as intermediaries between importers and government authorities, facilitating the smooth movement of goods across borders. Customs brokers possess extensive knowledge of import and export regulations, ensuring compliance with both U.S. Customs and Border Protection (CBP) and other government agencies. They handle tasks such as customs documentation, duty and tax calculations, and coordination with shipping carriers to ensure your goods arrive safely and on time. Customs bond. Another important aspect of importing goods is the customs bond. A customs bond is a financial guarantee issued by a surety company, assuring the CBP that they will be compensated for any potential duties, taxes, or penalties associated with the importation of goods.
It acts as a security measure to ensure compliance with trade regulations. Importers are required to obtain a customs bond either through a customs broker or directly from a surety company. The bond amount is typically equal to 10% of the duties, taxes, and fees paid in the previous year. It provides financial protection for both the CBP and the importer in case of any non-compliance or financial losses. Importer Security Filing (ISF). In addition to customs brokerage and customs bonds, importers are also required to file an Importer Security Filing (ISF) prior to the arrival of their goods into the United States. ISF is a detailed document that provides CBP with information about the incoming shipment, helping them assess any potential security risks. The ISF must be filed at least 24 hours before the cargo is loaded onto a vessel destined for the U.S. Failure to comply with ISF requirements can lead to penalties and delays in customs clearance. The filing includes information such as the seller and buyer details, container stuffing location, and a complete description of the imported goods. International trade and compliance. International trade is governed by a myriad of regulations, including trade agreements, tariffs, and product-specific restrictions. It is important for importers to stay up to date with these regulations and ensure compliance to avoid penalties or shipment confiscation. This is where customs brokers can be incredibly helpful. They have the expertise and knowledge required to navigate the complexities of international trade, keeping importers informed about any changes in regulations and assisting them in making compliant trade decisions. Customs duties and taxes. Importing goods into the United States also involves the payment of customs duties and taxes. These charges are based on the value of the imported goods and the applicable duty rates. Customs brokers are well versed in duty calculations and can help importers determine the accurate amount to be paid. It's important to note that specific products may be eligible for duty exemptions or preferential tariff rates under certain trade agreements. Customs brokers can provide guidance on these exemptions and help importers take advantage of cost-saving opportunities. Plant inspection and certification. Office desk plants and succulents may need to undergo inspection by the U.S. Department of Agriculture (USDA) to ensure they meet the phytosanitary requirements. Phytosanitary certificates issued by authorized plant protection organizations in the exporting country may be required as proof of compliance. Customs brokers can assist in coordinating the necessary inspections and certifications, ensuring your imported plants meet the required standards and regulations of the USDA. Permits and licenses. Depending on the specific plants and succulents being imported, certain permits or licenses may be required. For instance, endangered or protected plant species may need to be accompanied by appropriate CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, permits. Customs brokers can guide importers through the process of obtaining the necessary permits and licenses,
ensuring full compliance with regulations related to plant species protection. Transportation and logistics. Once all the necessary documentation and approvals are in place, the transportation and logistics aspect comes into play.
Customs brokers work closely with shipping carriers, freight forwarders, and logistics providers to coordinate the movement of goods from the supplier to the final destination.
They assist in selecting the most suitable shipping method, arranging transportation, and tracking the progress of the shipment until it reaches the designated office or business location. Customs clearance process. Upon arrival in the U.S., the imported goods go through the customs clearance process. This involves presenting the necessary documentation, including the ISF, commercial invoice, packing list, and any required permits, to the CBP for examination and assessment of duties and taxes. Customs brokers play a pivotal role in facilitating this process, ensuring all documents are in order, and providing any additional information or clarification as required by the CBP.
Post-clearance compliance. Importers should maintain proper records of their imports for a specified period, as determined by the CBP. This includes invoices, bills of lading, packing lists, and other related documents. Customs brokers can offer guidance on record-keeping requirements to help importers fulfill their post-clearance compliance obligations. Keeping accurate and organized records is important not only for compliance purposes but also for future reference, audits, and analysis of import activities. And there you have it. The process of importing office desk plants and succulents into the USA involves customs brokerage, customs bonds, importer security filing, ISF, compliance with international trade regulations, and various other aspects. Remember, partnering with a reputable customs broker can make this process much smoother and hassle-free. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative content on customs brokerage and international trade. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our upcoming videos.